music is a thing that has left an indelible mark on society. From the likes of good old Beres Hammond to the riveting names like Kes, Machel Montano and Shensia, Caribbean music has kept us alive in the most trying times. However, not so far off is the mix of Guyanese music, which we have come to love and crave over the last few years. But what does this musical landscape look like now? "26-year-old star Tashana Trim grew up with a love for music and hopes to take her talents to the next level by entering the professional world of music. She believes her talent and the numerous looming opportunities are nothing short of God's blessings.
I believe it's purpose. Yes, God's purpose for my life.
Trim hopes to add some positive vibes to the musical octagon.
I believe He has given something to me to share to the world and not to be selfish, to keep it to myself. I mean, the world needs more positivity, and I intend to do that through music.
And government's stance of enhancing the creative arts has been unrestrained. Trim is one of the beneficiaries of the $1 million Cultural and Creative Grant. With that, the Pomeroon native will compile an EP, which is a group of songs that will boost her career as well as the morale of the youth populace.
Well, music is expensive, so it will carry me a long way into achieving what I want to do in my first EP. Through inspirational music, right? I'm going to be encouraging people, Guyanese, the world at large, right? Youths in particular to rise out from different bondage in their life and to live their life on purpose.
Hey Guyana, my name is Rion Miller and I am the creative director of Pan Jazz Concerts. Being a steel pan player for about 12 to 13 years, I noticed there was a gap in the market for an annual jazz event. So I said, hey, why not get into this? Why not keep an annual jazz event? One of the main driving factors is to give a platform to an unconventional instrument to the larger public of Guyana.
But Miller was not always enthusiastic and as talented as he is today. His musical development came from years of significant trial and error.
That's been phenomenal. Like, I remember when I first started, as a beginner, you know how a beginner is, you know, you're not good or anything as it, but like starting off in 2009 to where I am in 2022, it's been pretty good. Like, I've been participating every year in the Republic Bank Panorama competition. I've been playing with the Parkside Steel Orchestra since about 2013. So the musical growth has definitely been phenomenal. Like, now I can see myself doing things that I could have never done 5-6 years ago.
And Pan Jazz has been a staple ever since. Starting in 2018, the concert was held every year, with the exception of 2020, owing to the dreaded COVID-19 pandemic. Pan Jazz will be piercing the clouds this year. Miller believes that the fascinating art of steel pan transcends generations, and its likability is underscored as he too was awarded $1 million on the government's Cultural and Creative Industries Grant. The grant seeks to bolster the creative industries in practical ways that will best appeal to Guyanese.
Pan Jazz is definitely something unique, and it falls directly under the bracket of culture. And the government is recognizing that they need to push steel pan, the art form of steel pan.
The 25-year-old appreciates government's emphasis on youth, as it will give young people the platform to display their talents.
It gives a platform to a lot of youths. Like, most of the performers, 80-90% of the performers are youths. So it gives a platform for youth expression, and it gives a platform for furthering the culture of the country.
As the conversation continues down the line of music, the traditional presentation of this talent in the local arena has been kicking up quite a storm. Undoubtedly the most popular local artist, the next musician is one who has created his own path in the world of music.
A country with the island vibe. I swear I had eyes. And yeah, we just stand all night. Mixing a 5-year caboose with eyes.
So Tony got the whole place hype. And we celebrating life. Coffee in the morning, so we toast it. Say we just fine aisle, but they most it. No, we ain't most it. No.
So tell me a little bit about these humble beginnings, where you started, where you're from.
Definitely from Lodge, you feel me, 100% Durban Street Lodge, born and grew up in Durban Street Lodge. Yeah, it was a crazy one, you feel me. It was definitely an experience, you know what I mean. Any guy in needs would have loved, you feel me. I'm happy to know that I grew up in an area like that, because the love and the type of stuff that you would experience there, you wouldn't experience in certain communities. So definitely, you know what I mean, you run around, you catch you freeze and melt, you fall out and them kind of thing. Amazing.
Kareem Kush Lewis started music at age 13, and his growth since then has been tremendous.
Well, it all started out when I saw my brother and cousin, you know what I mean, doing the music and so. But even before that, it was in the vibe of my uncle. He was an individual who was stronghold on hip-hop music. So you wake up to music, you sleep to music, you eat, sleep, drink music. That was the type of stuff. He had a son, and then I saw my brother dabble into it, and I said I want to do this thing. So
Kush reminisced on some of the major events happening in his music career that molded him.
Well, definitely I had and this is something that a lot of people don't know, a guy by the name of Kevin Alert. He got me onto my first gig. Shout out to Kevin Alert for that. When I say first gig, I mean my first stage, like big stage. He pushed and made sure that I went there. That was something very, very major.
Evolving his music, Kush's most recent and biggest hit showcases his love for his country in the song Welcome to Moko Moko, where he released the music video on the occasion of Guyana's 56th independence celebration.
I was looking for places within Guyana to see, where some nice places, and I ran into a few mad places. It was crazy after looking, in different regions. I was on Google and I came across an image of a young lady going up some stairs, and that was the stairs heading to the top of the Moko Moko Falls. And then when I click on it and I realized that it's Guyana, I realized they had a lot of nice places in Region 9. So I dabbled into that, and then everything just went crazy from there. Music started flow. Another big thing that came up for me was definitely when I came across the grant, the creative grant, on behalf of the government. Shout out to Minister Ramson, you feel me? Where he made a promise and he came through with regards to the promise, with aiding and assisting with regards to my creativity as an artist and the development of such.
The 25-year-old rapper also highlighted the importance of grants like these and what it can do for potential artists who are devoid of major finances.
There are a lot of individuals who don't have access to the resources needed to push their craft, you feel me? And knowing that there's an area in which you could dabble into and get resources, get funding, and it's not only about the monetary aspect, but also about being resourceful for the individuals who don't have the opportunity and not that fortunate, get funding, get resources behind what they have. Definitely it's an amazing thing to have. I think the most talent, I'm not going to lie to you, I think the most talent comes from the ghetto. I've reached across amazing talents from where I'm from, but they just didn't have that opportunity or the exposure to the resources necessary to push their craft. So yeah, it's an amazing thing to have, you feel me?
As more projects and initiatives come on stream, scores of other young people will be able to benefit and ultimately better their livelihoods. This has been The Youth's Eye, and I am Shaquan Gill saying goodbye for now.